Hello, welcome back to Funtime Crafts 24/7. This is a Let's Make video, and this is our project. Look at how fun that is. We are going to make this card right here, and it is fabulous because it has moving elements in it, and you just literally pick the card up and they dangle and move, and they're just a lot of fun. So basically it's an accordion fold front card, like a pop-up shadow box card. That is actually a landscape 5x7 style card, and with a decorated inside. And I think this just turned out so stinking fun. And it folds flat for the most part, to ship in a standard 5x7 envelope. But it just, look at all that fun. Isn't that just great? I just really love how this turned out. I think it is so beautiful. And so I wanted to make this with you. I actually, the desk is a mess because I just finished this and was super excited and wanted to get on to making this video for you. But the funny thing is I was actually in the middle of another project, and this is just a mock-up version too. We're going to make it even prettier because like my ornaments should have been double-sided, and they're not, because there is so much movement with it that they do have a tendency to like twirl around and things. And but anyhow, yeah, so I was like in the middle of another project that I'm gonna do a tutorial on, but after this one, because this one is just so done, and everything for this one is like currently out right now, like on top of the pile I'm working on. And so I thought, well, we'll just use up all of these, put them back, and then I'll get down to where these are. The items for these are. And so, but look how cute these are. These are the Griffin gift card holders, and oh my heavens, how fun is that? And so I turned them into a little hanging embellishment for your tree, or a package topper. That you could hang on a bag, on a gift bag or whatever. And if you wanted to do a little bit of extra, this could either be a card that you could hang on a gift bag or hang on a package, and it could dual purpose as a gift card holder as well. So if you wanted to use it as what it was intended, as a gift card holder, you could actually turn it into a little note card. Then you could put a gift card in it, or eliminate this and just put a little piece here that you could write a message on, and you could hang it off of your gift or gift bag. And I thought that would be really fun. But I made each of them, and they are so adorable. Look at that. Look at that one. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. And I mean, come on, that little fur trim, that faux fur trim, isn't that just adorable? Oh my gosh, right? Like, oh my heavens, adorable. So yeah, so this one looks like that. And these are all double-sided just because Anna Griffin's cardstock is fabulous. And so then the last one is a little house. So in the set comes like all of these. Look at, I even put fuzz on the house, so it's kind of like a little snow up there. Yeah, is that not the cutest thing ever? And use some of the embellishments out of a kit. I'll show you when we make the video, but I turned mine into little gift card holders. But like I said, you could just have them as little note cards. And wouldn't these be the cutest thing? Like, you don't have to decorate it up for Christmas, but this could just be a note card that hangs off of a bag that could be like for a new home or something. Somebody who moved. Like, right? Isn't that just adorable? Or hang it on your Christmas tree. Oh my good night. These all would like be absolutely adorable on a Christmas tree. Wouldn't that be so cute? I mean, especially like the stocking, right? That is just darling. So look forward to that. That's the next video. But this one, so this one is super interesting in the fact that not only does it have an accordion front, and it's a 5x7 landscape, which is very unusual, but I used 8.5 by 14.5 cardstock to create a seamless card base. So that way you wouldn't have to like ad lib a couple of layers. You could just make it super quick, and have it to where it was just a single card base, with no seam. So I was going to show you how to use the Anna Griffin cardstock though to create a 5x7 landscape card base. However, I did want to let you know, my 8.5, this is actually 8.5 by 14.5. I'm pretty sure Hers is 14.5 for sure, but I think it's 8.5 wide. Stamps of Life cardstock. And you get 12 sheets. These sheets are, I think, I want to say they're about 80 pound. They're 80 pound. They're just a fine weight. They're not super heavy, but they're heavy enough to make a card base with and do what we're doing with this. The other place you can get it, I only had white. She only sold it in white at the time when I purchased this. You can also get heavyweight cardstock on Amazon that's actually 215-ish GSM, which is about 110 pound, and you can get it in cream. You can get it in all sorts of colors, but it comes 8.5 by 14. But if you're just trying to do a landscape 5x7, you only need it to be 14 inches long anyhow. So there you go there. I just wanted to let you know that. So look on Amazon, or you can get this exact one that's 14.5 on Stamps of Life on Stephanie's website, stampsoflife.com. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and create it with Anna Griffin's cardstock. So we're going to have a bit of a seam, but it'll be really pretty, honestly. Like how we end up putting it together will be beautiful. So let's jump into it. So what I'm using is, I'm actually using the Baubles and Branches die set. Let me toss this over here. Baubles and Branches. We're using the Carpendium die set. Here. So we're using, okay, so this set right here is the Baubles and Branches. It's legitimately a stack in here. Like everything is stacked up. It is the pile system if I've ever seen it. Baubles and Branches, and it's this die set. Like, oh my gosh, how fun are those, right? And it is a great die set too. Right there, Anna Griffin. And then, yeah, look at this die set. It comes with all these beautiful ornaments, all their layering pieces. It comes with that great bow with the layering, and then these awesome pine branches with layering. So, super fun die set. So, we're using that. We're using the card-centric compendium dies. This set here, it does 5x7, and I think, I want to say this is like this is a smaller card base. I can't remember what it is, like 5.5 by 6 or 6.25 by 6.25 by 4.5 is what this card base does. We're using the square and the oval though. And let me show you. Yeah, card-centric compendium dies is what that one's called. Is what we're using. And so, let's see. We're using that. And then the paper that we're going to grab out of, the mini house decorative die cuts. Oh no, this is from this is what I use on the front of the house one for, gosh, I need to pile this somewhere else. Some of this stuff needs to live somewhere else. Let's see, the cardstock I'm using is, okay, you need gold matte foil, blue matte foil, purple matte foil, and red and green matte foil is what I'm using for the ornaments. We're going to go ahead and pick out some more cardstocks. Oh gosh, this is like, and this is out of the, let's see, cardstock is out of the Anna Griffin Christmas cardstock pack. Oh, imagine that. Okay, we're doing Christmas cardstock pack. And then we're also using a bunch of embellishments, a sentiment and sort out of the Christmas Greetings embellishment kit is where we're getting all of our stuff to decorate with. So we're going to do that. So now let's go ahead and grab out the cardstock that we need for the card. So let's look at this one, and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to recreate it because, oh shoot, do we have, oh, well, hold on, let me see if I have the cardstock to recreate it. Hang on, we might have to do something else. Oh, shucky darn. Wait, I don't know as if I was prepared not to have this cardstock. Hang on. Wait. Oh, is that, could I use that one? Maybe I could just use that one. Oh, right here. We got it right there. Okay, so you need this one right here. It has the green on the back. You need that one right there. Oh, wow. So You know what? I'm just going to use the one sheet for this because I'm going to need all the pieces to create this card base. Well, what could I use for the other? Well, technically I could use something else. Why don't I use something else for the actual card base? I could just use this one. This could be the interior one. Because you don't even see it at all. So this would be the front and the back. I could do like so, and then that would be the inside, and that's really pretty. What do we think about for our inside? If that was the inside, that's kind of fun. I mean, if you're gonna go to all the work and use the paper, you're only gonna see it on the back. The front is gonna be, so I guess I could do this on the inside, and that could be the outside, and then that's on the back. That would be fun. Well, and that would go with our card, and that's kind of a fun little pop of wow on the inside. I could layer, well, we could actually just layer the gold and cut the frame out and then pop that on top, and that would actually be even easier. So, and less paper. Maybe we'll do that. Okay, let's use this one. This will be the card base. So let's grab out, I think, ooh, let me see what I can cut out of this one here. So hang on one second. We need a, oh, let's get this up. You guys need to, like, get in the frame with me. Hey, get in here, guys. Let's see. We gotta kind of smush this over. So we're gonna need a piece that is 7. We need it to be 5 inches tall by 7.5. And then we need another 5 by 7 down here. So let's go ahead and get our cutting. Let's do this. So we need it to be 7. And oh no, we need 7.5. Ooh, almost made a mistake. Okay, hold on. So 7.5. We need 7.5. We'll have a 1/2 inch tab, and we need it to be by 5. That's going to be the front. This is the front, and oh, but that's going to be the inside. So that's the front on the inside. That's the inside front. So we're going to score actually on this, and that's going to fold over. So this is what we're going to have for, we need a 7 or 5 inch by 7 inch. So let's do 5. 5 by 7, but let's keep that pretty gold. By 7. Okay. Yeah, and that is really pretty. Okay, and then, yeah, it's going to be like this, and that's the front and the back. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a 1/2 inch tab here that's going to fold over on the back. And then that's going to be the front of our card base, and that's the back. And then you're going to open it up, and it's going to look like that. So let's go ahead and make that. Let's go ahead and make that. And so we're done with these guys. We might need those pieces, though. And we can, like, integrate them. Oh, darn. Where's the... Do you guys see the... Oh, boy, I need the scoring tool. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Let's do a 1/2 inch tab. Like so. So you're going to fold it like this. Oh, I might have needed to do like just a skosh off the other side. Oh yeah, I needed a skosh off this end because you're folding over, you actually need this one to be a tad, just a smidgen shorter. So let me chop that off. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got that. And so now what you want to do is to make your card base, you're going to use some glue, some adhesive to put it together. I'm going to go ahead and use score tape just because it's the quickest for me. And then that way we'll have a super fun decorated interior. That will be so awesome. Now, if you want to have a little bit of shimmy, I would suggest putting glue on top. of this tab right here. So so you're putting, so you're going to flip it over to where you're looking at the inside, and you're going to put adhesive on top of this tab because you want this to go on the top of it. So that way you don't have that seam in the inside of your card, and it looks just really nice and seamless, like so. Although I just noticed that I have 2 greens. I don't think you're even going to notice that. I mean, yeah, the devil is in the details, but I guess we could do it like that, right? Oh, it's up a little, though. And those, at least those almost line up. I think I'm going to go ahead and just stick with that. So I'm trying to make this at a 90. And then I'm going to line this up, top to bottom. And then I'm just going to push it into there and then fold over and burnish. And I didn't do very good because my camera's in the way. But I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine for now. And I don't like this. So we'll just trim it off and you'll never even see it. See? You don't even notice it. Okay. So now, and like, right? Look how pretty that interior is. That is like really nice. So now what we're going to do is, so that's our card base, right? We're done with that. Oh, but we do want to make that a little bit more, like you can leave that. You don't have to do anything with it. But if you wanted it to look purposeful, what you could do is you could actually take, well, let's just take something, hang on. You could just take a die, like actually this die, you could actually just take this die and cut a piece. So here, let me show you. Here, see like this. Just do it like this. Let's just do it real fast. It is a tutorial. Here, let's get this off of here. So messy. Gosh, guys, sorry about that. So we'll just do it like this. I'm just lining it up with the edge there. Oh, but I'm gonna need a little bit of space there. So I'm actually going to do it like that. You need a tiny bit of space actually, so you have a gap above, so you have a place to adhere. So I'm going to do mine like that. And I'm going to run this through the die cut and I'll be right back. Okay, so yeah, so you're going to get this piece here. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to adhere that right to there. And it's going to look like you meant to do it just like that. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And I'm just going to use a little... actually, we could probably get that on there. Let's use this 1/4 inch score tape. And that way it will live there forever and ever. Because that's what you want. You don't want it to fall apart the minute your the recipient opens it. And then I'm just going to line this up on the back and then trim the edges off. Like, pretty much just put it where I want to see what. So if I can just like line this up where it looks relatively even, I think that looks awesome. I'm just going to do it like that. And then we'll flip it over and we'll trim it off. So dig your scissors out and then a little choppy choppy. Pretty good. Nope, 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 nope. And if your card is a little wonky like mine ended up being, you want to do it on the straight part. Don't worry about it being wonky. Once we get the front on, you won't even notice. But like, right, that looks purposeful. It looks like it was just a thoughtful decoration you put on the back and you can't even tell. It's not a seamless card. How pretty is that, right? Okay, cool. So now that we got that, let's get started on the front. So now for the front, what you need is... you need a piece of cardstock that is going to be, so that's where we want that green one. And we're going to need our trimmer again. So you want this, and you need a 5x7. And the reason, okay, so look, you could, well, you would have to, no, it's easier if you just do it this way. So you need a back piece that's 5x7. And that's what I'm going to use this side for, is what I did on this one, the background. You don't want it to compete with everything on the front. The front has that beautiful gold detail on it, but the back is actually this pretty green one here that doesn't have the foiling, so it doesn't take away from the ornaments, And so That's what I'm going to use this piece for, and that's what we're going to fold our accordion front to. So let's make a 5x7. Oh, where's the... Oh, right there. I think I was going to put this on, but I didn't. Okay, so let's do this. So let's do a 5. Let's do 5, and then we'll do by 7. By 7. Okay. And this is going to go like this. But you're not going to adhere this down yet, because we actually have to wrap it around this and then glue it on the front. So, but that's going to be our back piece. So now you need a piece that is 7 by, let's see, we need a 3/4 for the top and a 3/4 for the bottom. So that's 1.5 inches, and 1.5 inches by, so a wrapping top and bottom, which is 5 3/4. So 6.5, right? 6.5 is what you need. So you need it 7 by 6.5. So let's go this way. How big is this? 7. Oh, 7. Oh, and we'll just go 6.5 this way. 7 by 6.5. Perfect. By 6.5. Cool beans. And this is going to wrap around our accordion front, or is going to be our accordion wrap around front piece. But now what we have to do is we actually have to no. Yeah, actually we want score lines on it, so that way we can see where we're going to put our panel to cut it out. So now turn it on the 6.5 side, and you're going to go 1/4, 1/2, and 1/2. So 1/4, that's this 1/4 inch is your glue tab. Then you're going to go 3/4, which is your accordion pleat. And then you're going to go 1.25 inches for another accordion pleat. Then you're going to flip it, and you're going to go, oh, 1.25 inches. Oh, farfignugan. I did this wrong. Oh, farfignugan. This is so wrong. It's not even funny. No, 3/4. Oh, I did it wrong. I needed 1.25 inches and 1.25 inches. I missed one of my tabs. So this is actually wrong, guys. Oh, God, don't do this. So do we have... Oh, this is bigger. Okay. And this is 7. Okay, cool. Whew. I can still use this as a layering piece. So let's not freak out about that. It's going to be fine. So I actually needed... So this is 7. So let's just do this, and then we'll whack the rest off. So I need a 1/4 inch tab. I need a 1/2 inch fold. So 1/4 to 3/4. 3/4 to 1.25 inches. That's my first accordion side. And then I need this to go to 5. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6.25. So I actually know I'm still too short. Oh, huck that in the garbage. Okay, don't huck it in the garbage, but don't use it. Oh, good thing I saved on this one, huh? But could we do a different one on the front? I technically only needed that one. I think what I'll do is I'll use this guy for the front then. Let's just get this guy, because I have a bunch of this one. And technically, you just want the gold and the green for the front, and I think it's still going to look really pretty. Very regal. So, hold on, guys. Sorry. Totally miscalculated. Let me think about this now. So, let's get some paper. That's what I get for not writing it down, right? You're like, how did you make it work the first time? I don't know. It was just a guess. We guessed really well. Obviously, you can tell I choke on exams, huh? Okay, so you need, let's see. Let's write this down. So you need a 5 by 7. And then on the 5-inch tall side, you're going to add a 1/4 inch, a half, a half. Then you're going to do another half, another half, and a 1/4. So that's 1 and a 1/4, not 3/4. I skipped an inch. So let's see, that's 1, 2 and a half. So you actually need 7.5 by 7. Oh, good grief. So now we have to figure this out. So we needed to go 7 this way along our lines, horizontal, and then we need to go vertical 7.5. 7.5, right? 5, 6, 7.5. So 7.5 tall by 7 wide. Let me cut that. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. And now let's see if our math comes out right. So let's go this way, and we're going to go 1/4 inch, right? We're going to go 3/4 for our first 1/2 inch tab, and we're going to go 1.25 inches for a second tab. I'm going to flip. I'm going to go 1/4 inch, 3/4, and 1.25 inches for our second 1/2 inch tab. And let's see if that gives us, we should end up, if I fold all these over, this should go meet up at a 90-degree in the corner, and this should be at 5. Oh, we're at 5. Oh, terrific. And we're 1.25 inches, from 5 to 1.25 inches. So we did it. We're good. We're golden. Okay, so it is legit 7.5 by 7 is the cardstock size. And on the 7.5 inch side, you're going to score 1/4, 3/4, 1.25 inches. Just flip it over and do a 1/4, 3/4, 1.25 inches score lines, okay? That's what you're going to do there. Sorry about the mistakes at the beginning. Ugh, if you were following along, sorry. But at least we got it worked out, right? I was like, what? Oh, so now you're going to do Mountain Valley. So the one on the inside is going to go in. Then you're going to go on the second one out. And then your glue tab is going to go in because it's wrapping around. And it's just always easiest for me if I start with the one that's on the inside to go in, the farthest score line in, and then do Mountain Valley. So then you got your valley there. You're going to do another mountain with your glue tab that goes to the inside, like that. And now what we're going to do is, oh, we were supposed to leave this flat. Oh, that's okay. Let's just flatten it. We'll just flatten it out. And what we want to do now is we want to grab our rectangular frames from the, if they're cleaned out, they should be cleaned out. Okay, and you want to take the largest rectangle from that Cardcentric Compendium die set, the largest rectangle, and you need the layering for this one. So dig under your pile and find that one, if you can find it. Oh, here, maybe we could get rid of this, and that will help clear up one piece of clutter. There's only a little bit of clutter left. It's a tiny pile. Hold on, let me find the dies here. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. So this one right here, this is the one you want there. And so what you're going to do is, like normal, you know, like when you cut a frame out, you're going to line this one. You're going to line this one up on here in between these two inner score lines and with the outside, making it as square and nice and pretty as possible. Then you're going to line this one up on the inside, and you're going to tape this one down. Right? You're going to tape it down. Wait. Make sure you're all lined up. Like that. And then just grab some tape off of your table. Preferably a small piece, though, because you're not wanting to ruin the interior, because you could use that for something else. So I'm just going to snatch a couple of these off. And just reassess. That looks really good. It looks even. So take the outside frame off. And then you don't really want that to be over. I'm just going to put it on there and hope for the best. And then you want your cutting plates. And then you're just going to just do it just like that. Make sure these are not all, you know, when you go to put this on here, that they're not going to catch on anything or whatnot. Let me run this through my Empress. Hold on. Okay, here we go. And so let's gently take this off and then gently take these off because I think we can save this. Oh, yeah. And we can use that for something else. Let's see. And then you should have a piece that looks like this. Right? Isn't that great? So while we're here, we should probably make a couple of gold frames as well. So you're going to fold these back up and just admire your work. Right? OMG, that's going to be super fun. And then these tabs here, we'll glue to here and here. And that's what's going to give you your accordion front for everything to pop out. But don't adhere it yet. But that looks pretty good. Even with our new paper choice, that is still really pretty, right? That looks pretty good. And so this is also what is, is going to make it to where this is going to lay like that. Except it doesn't want to right now because it's on this. But yeah, it's going to fold up like that. Isn't that going to be great? Like that. Like that. Right? Okay, so now what we got to do is we need a gold frame. So we're going to mimic this one here. And what we want to do is we want to cut out a gold frame now. We're going to put these two together on gold. And we're going to do the same thing with the smaller one. And this one right here, we're going to do the same thing. These are the next ones that were in the set. And we're going to make a gold frame with this and a gold frame with this. But I think actually we decided because the interior, we're going to make 2 gold frames this size of the large size. And then I'm going to use, oh yeah, and then I don't need the inner layering. And then I'm going to use the oval, and so I'm going to use this oval here. And I'm going to cut it, do the same thing, cut a gold frame with this for the inside. And then I'm going to cut this one out of ivory. So then I only, because my card base is already decorated, I only need a gold frame, a gold oval frame, and then an ivory piece. And then this will all be like working together perfectly. So I'm going to cut 2 gold frames of the large, 1 gold frame of the oval, and this is the middle size. So this size here, it's this one. And then the medium gold frame for this one. Okay, and then, yeah, let me do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have everything. So we have our frame for the outside, our frame for the inside, our frame for the interior of the card, another one, plus our ivory layering piece. So let's go ahead and so we can get these like off the table and they're not taking up space, and put them where they live. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this frame in here and glue this down. I'm just gluing all these pieces down with my art glitter glue. And it's just paper. You need it to, you know, basically hold through Christmas. Maybe New Year. I guess if you want it to be a keepsake, use a little more glue. But not too much that it gushes out, right? We don't want it to be all jinky. So line this up on the interior to where it looks beautiful and nice. And then I'm probably going to have to use a stamping block to hold this down because it's a little curvy and wily. So let's get this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm also going to glue this frame to the top of this piece here. And that is going to be our inside decoration for the most part. I'm actually going to add the little holly piece because it's 3-dimensional. I'm going to put it on at the end. So that way if I have to lay anything on top of the card, it will lay flat still. Even with these on the inside because they're not that dimensional. They won't really interfere with layering things on the top of it. And you just want to line these up as best as you can. And then this will give you an absolutely beautiful place to write on the inside. And it's going to be amazing. And then the whole inside of your card is going to be decorated, which is going to be super fun. Because it's the pattern paper and will look so awesome when you're, watch. See, that's the inside. So let's try to get this lined up in there pretty good. Square, center, all the things. And pop that down. But look, right? Like, that's going to be so cool when it's done. And then we'll add the little holly there. And that looks good. I mean, that's as nice as this one here. Except it's better because it has patterned here. Right? And then you don't have the white. So, which is kind of throwing your eye off, you know? And then that's part of the reason, too, you need the ornaments double-sided because they twirl around. These twirl around so much. They do, like, flop all over. They're pretty on both sides is why we need to do that. So I guess that actually is our next, that's our next task, is getting all of our ornament decorations cut. Oh, before I get too far, I was going to tell you how I do the, since we're kind of close to doing the base. So I don't have a paper trimmer that cuts 14.5 inches long. So what I do is, or doesn't cut 14 inches. What I do is I take one whole sheet of this and I fold it. I score it at 7 on the 14.5 inch side. So I scored at 7, fold it in half, and then I just cut it down to my 5x7 after I folded it. And that way you just cut the excess off and then you just trim it to your width after it's already folded, and then you can get that in your paper cutter. Otherwise, I'm not really sure how you would do it other than like you minus, but you still have to have 14 and it doesn't fit long ways in your trimmer. Like mine only goes up to 12. So you're kind of, yeah. If you have any other suggestions on how to get that to work other than folding it in half, I suggest use the whole piece, fold it in half, and then cut your card base. Make sure you're not cutting on your fold, right? There you go. Simple, simple. Keep it simple, right? Okay. So this is probably good and awesome looking. Look how pretty that looks. I think that looks really good, and it looks like it's supposed to be that way. And you get that gorgeous pattern on the inside. And so sitting on the table, right? Come on now. That looks pretty good. So yeah, I think that is going to be, that is fun. And you got that gorgeous place to write right there. Okay, so let's set this aside and let's get our ornaments out. And let's see, let's get our ornaments out. And we're going to, so like I was saying, we have, let's see, we want these. We have gold. We've got gold, green, red. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my layering pieces and I'm going to cut all my layering pieces out twice in gold. Okay. So I used this one, this one, this one, and this one. So these I'm going to cut 2 times in gold, right? Gold 2 times. All 3 of these 2 times in gold. And this cute little one here in gold, right? So this one I'm going to cut out twice in blue, or twice in, what do I have to do? I have to do 2 purple and 2 blue on this one. This one is 2 purple and 2 blue. And then this one is 2 red and 2 green. And then 2 red and 2 green. Oh, the bow. And so then the bow, you want to cut that out 3 times in gold. And then, or no, you need 6 times actually for this. Do you need 6 times? I think if this just looked like the ornament on the, yeah, you do. So you need the gold bow cut out 6 times, a gold bow, six times in gold, and then 2 times in blue, purple, and green. Because we're matching this here. So you want it on the reverse as well, because that'll look the nicest for sure. So that's what I'm going to do. 2 blue, 2 green, 2 purple, and then 6 gold total. And so let me get all those pieces cut out. So the bow doesn't need the layering. You don't need the layering for that, just the ornaments. So let's get that done. And once we get that done, I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about it. So, okay, so look, we're inlaying these guys here. So if we just cut this out once in purple and once in blue, this one once in red, once in green, this one once in blue and once in purple, we can actually just alternate what it looks like on the back. So we'll keep this design for the front, and then save the two, like, so when you cut this one out of purple, save the two purple pieces that go there and there, and then we'll use the blue on the back and put the purple in it. So on the red, save the 3 red stars and the 3 green stars, and then we'll reverse them. And then on here, save each of those 4 lines from the purple and then the blue. So just save those pieces each from each one, and that way we'll reverse them on the back. Okay? And we'll still need 2 blue, 2 green, and 2 purple bows, because they only cut the bows out. They don't do a reverse. So 6 gold bows and then 2 of each of those colors. And then we'll be good to go with that. And then it is going to be so pretty. Okay, so let me finish that up. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I got all my pieces cut right there, and them kind of all separated. And so now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and start gluing them together. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the, actually I think I want to just grab the matching ones. So those two, I don't know what that piece is. We'll just get rid of that. And then, so these two go together, which gets this one and this one. And then they get the opposite pieces that we saved to each other. And then these are going to get glued back to back. But the thing you want to think about, okay, so while we're, let me get a small stamping block too. Because otherwise I'm going to end up with my behemoth one. Yeah, that should work there. It's going to take up all the space on the table. So what you want to think about too is like what you want to use as your hanger mechanism. I used a pearl, like this cut up beaded pearl strand I got from the Dollar Tree. And so you can't really glue that, in between 2 pieces of cardstock because it's so thick. And so what I did was I glued it to the back. You don't have to use that. You could actually use like 1/8" ribbon, and you can glue that actually in between the 2 gold layers. You can actually glue them down in between. I'm just putting a block to hold that down so it can dry. And so that's kind of what, so you can glue the ribbon in between the two gold layers once you're done putting them all together and stuff, and you go to glue them back to back. So if you're just going to use ribbon, you don't need to, you'll want to make sure actually that you put your ribbon in between, so that way you don't have to have an ugly thing on the outside. You can make them look relatively clean. I don't think the pearl bead looks too bad, as it's, I'm just trying to get this straight. It's like shimmying everywhere. There we go. I don't think the pearl bead actually looks too bad. What looks funny on this one is the fact that they're not all done. And what I was going to, instead of gluing a whole bunch all the way down, I'm going to just glue it 1 bead at the very top. And that was why I was trying to figure out about the bow, because I was thinking actually if I glued the 1 bead on the front and then glued the front bow onto the top of the bead, I was wondering if that would actually work better. But you'll want to glue your ribbon in between the two and then attach the back one to it and put your bow on. And I think that would actually look really, really nice. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Because I don't know if I want... I don't know. We'll figure it out as we get there. Right now, I just got to glue all these pieces together. And so now what you want to do is you're going to... What I found was the easiest is if I use my pickup tool and I add my gem pickup tool. And if I add glue to the thing I want to put them in, I want to inset them in. So purple's going to get the blue. These little blue trim pieces we saved. Oops. Well, alrighty then. Okay. Oh, no, you didn't. Hang on. You just press them down in. You want to make sure, too, when you're saving them on the table, that you save them in the same order, like that you can put them back in, because otherwise it's a little bit more wily to get them together if you don't put them back in the same spot where they were cut from. But it's not too bad. And the metallic, you definitely want to let it set up, because it takes a little bit longer to adhere to the metallic, because it's a slick surface. So, whoops. So I stacked mine like in the direction that they came out of. And they should just slip right back in if they're in the right order. They should just fit right in the spot. Like plunk down in like a puzzle piece. But sometimes they don't, and that's okay too. And if you just layer them in the generality of it, they'll be fine. See, like, right? That's pretty cool. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put all these together single layeredly and see where we end up. I might just go ahead and use ribbon. I don't know what I'm going to use, because I sure like the pearl strand. But let me get them glued and I'll be right back. And I'm going to glue my bows together. So basically what the bows are going to do is you're going to take a colored one and you're going to take a gold one and you're going to offset the gold one. And all I did was to keep the bow to have dimension. I just offset it just a tad and just put a dollop of glue in the middle. And the fun thing is you can offset them however much you want, but you do want to make sure that you're mirroring these. Well, actually, can we mirror these? I didn't even think about it. We might not be able to. Oh, shucky darn. And you can't mirror these. Oh, darn it. Okay, well, you only need one for the front and one for you only need 3 gold and 1 of each color. They don't mirror. I didn't think about them. I thought they were going to be like the ornaments. Sorry, guys, if you already cut them out. Just do 3 gold and 1 of each color. Well, now we have bows for something else. Well, you didn't have to spend all that time either. Oh, that took a bit. That's okay. Hey, no worries. Okay, there it is there. Okay, so I can then definitely just hot glue my bead to the back, and it's not going to be a big deal because it'll just be one right behind the bow. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stick with what I already have. So, so then can I just glue these together then? So then I probably don't even have to think about... You'll want to put your ribbon in between these two, though. And probably use like a sticky adhesive, like you'll like tape it down and then glue them together. And this one is going to be purple. So you want the front side to look like the nicest. Because for me, this is my front, is the purple with the blue inset. And so I want that to look like really good. So, and this was paper to paper. So this should adhere pretty quick. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead, and this one does get the blue bow. So I'm going to go ahead and add my bow at the top. Right onto the little where you put the loop at. I think looks really cute. And then I'll let that sit there and dry. And now I'm going to put the rest of my ornaments together and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the last one drying there. And so basically what you need to get from the Dollar Tree is, it's called Pearl Wrap, and it comes like this. So you get a whole roll for $1. And all I did was I just cut off a chunk. I just cut a chunk off of here, and then I'm just going to cut a strand off of that. And then you don't need it very long for each one if you're using this. Otherwise, just like I said, 1/8 inch ribbon would work just as fine as well. So I'm just going to cut because I needed 2 more strands. So I'm just going to do like that. So I have one for each. And now what I'm going to do is, you should have put your ribbon in between these 2 layers. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn mine over, and I'm going to hot glue one of the pearls to the back of each of the ornaments. So my longest one I want to put on the short, which these 2 are actually, so I'm just going to glue one as straight as I can get it. I'm just going to glue one pearl to the back of each in the little hanger portion. Like that, and then like that. I'm just kind of lining up what I want where. Like so. You want to get your ribbon or your pearl strand, bead strand, whatever it is you're going to use, on your ornament as straight as possible, because, as you can tell, mine, they're a little bit, they hang straight for the most part, but they could potentially be a little bit cattywampus, but I think the weight of them, they hang pretty good. So there it is there, but I don't know about ribbon and stuff, so you'll just want to be mindful of that type of thing. I'm just going to wipe the excess glue off the tip of my gun so I have as little as possible. I'm going to put a little, since I know it's hot now, just put a tiny bead of hot glue on there, being careful as I push that down in there. And you want your hot glue, you want your hot glue as hot as possible. Reason being is that's how, the hotter it is, the easier it is for whatever it is you're gluing to adhere, to actually make, it has to get a certain temperature in order for it to adhere to each other properly. Otherwise, it will just get cold and it will just like chip off. It won't adhere it. Yeah. Okay. But also, okay, make sure it's as straight as you can get it too. Okay, we have that. Okay, but mine is, so that one goes there. This one actually goes here, and this one goes here. So now what I want to do is, I'm still going to use my hot glue gun, but, oh, okay, I need to do one other thing first. I need to glue this to the top of here. I totally forgot about that. I need to glue this frame to the top of this. And, ow, that hurt. I just stabbed myself with the glue bottle. Sheesh. And who said crafting wasn't dangerous? Okay, just gluing this frame to the front of my card piece. Just going to line up this window with that window. Oops. Well, I'm going to try not to schmutz up my card. Oh, my heavens. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Try not to get the schmutz everywhere. But I do want to hold that down for a second. So let me let this sit here for a minute before we start manipulating it. Yeah, I just totally stabbed myself. Ow. Let me let this sit here for a minute, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so that's all done here. all glued down. So now we have one of two choices that we could do here. We could either put the glue or score tape on the back of the tab on each side, and we could adhere it down to where we line it up. You line up the top with this piece here, and then you adhere one part down, put all your elements in, and then adhere this part down to the bottom of the base. Like that, hoping for the best. Or what you can do is you can put score tape on the inside, and you can do like this, and then attach it, and then adhere all your elements, and then put this side on with score tape as well. However, either way, one, you might have a gap at the bottom. The other one, it might not go all the way down. Like this way might not go all the way down. So you're kind of, well, what do you want to do? This way will definitely, if you put it on top, will go, you can get it to go flat, to go mailing wise. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So that way I can mail it. And the one I'm going to make sure is the nicest is the one here at the top. So I'm going to put 1/4 inch score tape, or not quarter, 1/8 inch score tape. I'm using the good stuff, Suk Wang. This stuff sticks forever once you burnish it down. It will be there till the end of the earth. So, you want to, when you're putting these together, make sure that whatever you're using will, be there for forever. So whether you put glue on or what, you can even use, like tear tape and stuff, and you can, so putting it on the outside, and now I'm just going to line this up with the top of my card, with the top. So if yours is if you have orientation, you'll definitely want to be mindful of that. Hold on, let's get a good angle. The last one I did, I wrapped it around, so it was like much easier. It was much easier to put on. Okay, so like that. I think that's pretty good. But now what we want to do is we want to open it, and you want to burnish the bejesus out of this. And that way, so it just becomes one with the paper. Burnish that little score, like just press it into the paper, the other paper, really, really good. Being careful, obviously, not to tear anything, but you want to put a little muscle into it. There you go. Now what we're going to do is fold that back down. And so this one is going to do the same, but we are going to do this at the end. But what we want to do is we want to, where this naturally folds and this one naturally folds, what we're going to do is we're going to press these down. See, so it's on the top of the card base like this. What we want to do is, so we can get this lined up, so when it's closed, it looks good. We're going to put a little tape, get a teeny bit of tape on all 4 corners, like that. And we're just putting it on there lightly. We're not trying to adhere it forever. Make sure it's lined up nice and good. And then just put the tape on all 4. On all 4 corners. Come on, little fella. Like so. Okay, maybe use bigger tape than I'm using. I just grabbed what was on my table. And it's used. Okay, but this looks pretty good. So we'll just go quickly here. Pop some glue on this. Oh, I popped this up on dimensionals, which I thought looked really good, but I noticed it impedes the swinging of my ornaments, and I don't think it's going to look bad if I just line it up in the center and glue it down. I think it'll be just fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this all in there, lined up, and then I'm going to open the card back up, and then I'm going to open the card back up. Oh, you guys are here. Go. You guys got to go forward a bit. This is like in the way, so I can get it in it not to look too funky. Oh gosh, hopefully I can't even see. Hopefully that's good. All right, just say it's good, okay, guys? Just say, hey, that looks awesome. Okay. Okay, there it is. Okay, so now I just want to open up the card. And, oh yeah, there we go. That looks good. So let me open this up and pop this block on and let this adhere, and I'll be right back. Okay, so once you get that all adhered, and mine ended up crooked. Oh, well, what can you do? Move on, right? Oh my goodness, yeah, we'll just move on. I was kind of wondering too, if I did that, could it? No, it doesn't want to fold flat, so I'll just have to, see, it's crooked. Whoops. That's okay, that's okay. But now what we want to do is, we want to turn it over, and with the top up towards the top, what we're going to do is, we're going to flip it open like this, and we're going to keep all of our ornaments upside down, so the front's facing the opening, right? So that's the back, see? Where the bows are not all, so backs facing backs, and we're going to line them up in the window. And what you want to do is, you want to just organize them into the middle, to where they are like a good distance from the bottom. They're a good distance, hold on, they're a good distance, yeah, and actually it's supposed to be like this. So you want this folded edge down, and so I'm going to tape it so I can see it really good. And because that's where we're gonna hot glue them to the back. So, and then we're trimming them off, so don't worry, those aren't going to stay that long forever. But we want to organize them into the center where they're going to look the best. So organize your ribbon or whatever it is you're hot gluing up here as well. And then what you're going to do is, you're going to run a bead of hot glue. Like if you're satisfied with where those are, you're going to just run like kind of close to this edge here. You're going to run a bead of hot glue on each of those. So that way that's what holds them down. You don't need a lot, but then you just want to let this, whoops. You want to just let this sit here until those little dollops of glue dry. You really don't want to be moving it. So I'm going to let this cool and dry, and I'll be right back. Okay, so as soon as that's cooled off enough, what you want to do now is you want to trim. You want to trim it above the glue. You want to trim your ribbons off or your beads off. You want to make sure it's cooled off though. It's cold. And then you can peel your tape off, and you can see what it looks like. Right? Okay. So now push this back down to where, yeah, see? Oh my gosh, that's so much better. Yeah, that's so much, like this one's even all twisted up, but it doesn't matter because it's double-sided. Oh my gosh, right? That is pretty sinking fun. Even with a crooked window, it looks cool, right? That is pretty neat. So it's going to be just like that, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and we want to adhere this side to the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use some 1/8" score tape. You can use glue or whatever you want here, just something that's going to be permanent. I'm not going to use hot glue because hot glue on paper is really bulky if you're trying to finesse something. But I can put some art glitter glue on the top of this score tape to allow me to be able to maneuver it if I want to. But my goal here is to squish. I'm going to squish this side down. And then what I want to do is I want to make sure, squeeze that in together, and then let it land where it's going to. Oh, wait. You want it all to be where it's going to be. So that way, see, because it doesn't matter when it's closed. It doesn't matter because you don't even see it at the bottom, even though it's a little bit off down here. You won't even notice it when it's closed like this. But now we're good like that, right? Oh, what? That's so cool. Oh, see, and that's why it would have been better if it would have been green on the backside. I didn't even realize you were going to see all the white. Oh, that's a bummer. That's okay, though. That's okay. We can disguise it and stuff. So let's go ahead and adhere this now to the card base, to the top of here. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to pop a bunch of glue on this card front. And, like, isn't that just being so fun? And at least it's not boring white down there, too. It's still a pattern. It's still this pattern here, so that's not so bad. That's the nice thing about using the dark color in there, though, all the green, the same pattern green. It just all blends together. Okay, and now what I want to do is I want to line up that card front on top of my card base. Like so. Putting it on the table so that way I know when it sits down on the table, it's going to be straight. It's going to sit straight. So no matter what, even if it's not straight on the card front, when it sits on the table where it's going to be displayed, it sits straight. And look at how cool that is. Isn't that the greatest thing ever? And now that they're all like double-sided, when they're double-sided, they flip around and stuff. They're like decorated. Like, that looks so cool. So yeah, and now too, these don't get caught on the frame. Those don't get caught on the frame. And oh, we are so happy. Look at how fun that is now. Oh my, and that's what the side looks like. Oh, isn't that the greatest? That is so stinking fun. I am loving this. Loving it. So let's add our last embellishments to our card. And then we'll admire our handiwork. So now what I need is, I need some, let's see, I added a couple of poinsettias up at the top. Oh, I need my sentiment. Oh, I hope, oh good, there's still some more. This is out of the Christmas Greetings Embellishment Pack. We're going to do a little Seasons Greetings, about yay. Like so. And then we also need some more of these guys. I don't think I have any more out. No, I don't. Oh, and we're gonna add maybe one of these hollies to one of these hollies to the inside. And let's see, what else? What do we have here? Those are so big. I really want the ornaments to be shown off. But, I mean, I don't have to use the gold ones. I don't have to use the gold embellished ones. I could just use the others. Oh, here's one, though. There's one. Oh, is there more? There's more. I could even cut those other ones down. Oh, and here's one. We've got, okay, I just need one more double. I just need a double. Come on, double. Come on, sevens. Oh, wait. Wait for it. I just need one more. Oh. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. This one's kind of a lot. I wonder if I can just cut part of that off. Or, I bet I could just cut part of that one off. So I have 3 and yeah, let's do like that. And like, we'll just cut that one off. And then we'll just add these like that, right? We could do like that. What if we do like that? And then that keeps it all, and then I'll cut this one off. So it's just a 2. Oh, hang on, let me, just before I do that. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. We got it. Okay, we don't have to cut anything. Oh, see? See? Okay, cool. So let's just add, so we don't have any stickage, let's just glue these down. like so. So we'll just do a little here, a little there, teeny bit there. Right? Isn't that great? Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay, where does this one live? Okay, and there, and there. So here, there, and there. Try not to schmutz it up too much, but get it where it needs to live. Okay, and then this one can go right there. So let's just do the outside here, like that. Right? Isn't that great? And then we'll do this greetings. Where could we put this one? Oh, you know what? I'll put a, I won't glue it down. Since it's sitting on top of those, I'll just put a dimensional on it. I'll just do a dimensional. And that way it'll sit proper. It'll sit proper. I think we'll go there. Ooh, I hope that'll work. We'll try those 2 spots. Otherwise, we'll just work around it if it doesn't. Okay, come on. I think we're... Whoa, settle down. Maybe there. Does that look pretty good? Okay, let's see what that looks like. Right? Come on now. That's pretty slick, isn't it? Oh, that's pretty cool, right? That looks pretty neat, doesn't it? Oh, I think that is pretty nifty. And then you get all the movement, and how fun is that card? So now let's open it up and pop this little guy on. Right? That's so pretty. Isn't that the prettiest thing? Oh my goodness. I know this was a really long video. I appreciate you guys hanging out though. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope it was fun, and I hope you give it a whirl as well. And let me know what you guys think of this card. Isn't this fun? Oh my gosh, I am just getting a total kick out of this. Look at all the movement with the ornaments, right? That is pretty darn fun. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this card down in the comments below. Thanks so much for hanging out. And as always, until next time, happy crafting. Bye-bye. Right? This is so great. There it is. And it sits on the table. It like sits up pretty good. Okay, that's it. Goodbye.